good morning to you all and welcome to Wake Up News live on Globe Television. I am Sandra BOAHEN and these are the headlines. Coming up, President John Dramani Mahama set up a 7-member National Economic Dialogue Planning Committee as part of his 120-day social contract with Ghanaians. Also, this morning, Education Minister Haruna Idrisu urges stakeholders to help the government eliminate educational barriers. The Ghana Journalists Association has given authorities an ultimatum to provide a concrete update on the investigation into the murder of investigative journalist Ahmed Swale. Later on the international front, U.S. President Donald Trump imposes tariffs and sanctions on Colombia after it refuses deportation flight. Coming up in the Ghana Premier League, Asante Kotoko claims the top spot with a 1-0 win over Karela United as Holy Stars hold Heart of Oak to a goalless draw. Details of all these stories and many more coming up shortly. Stay with us. We do appreciate your time with us this morning. I am Sandra BOAHEN. Let's now settle for the details. President John Dramani Mahama set up a 7-member National Economic Dialogue Planning Committee as part of his 120-day social contract with Ghanaians. The initiative aims to tackle Ghana's pressing economic challenges and lay the foundation for sustainable development. The committee, chaired by renowned economist Dr. Ishmael Yamson, will organize a higher-level dialogue to foster consultation and consensus on policies essential for transforming Ghana into a high-growth, inclusive and resilient economy. The committee has 4 weeks to submit its report. In a statement issued on January 26, Felix Kwachi Ofosu, acting spokesperson to the president, outlined the National Economic Dialogue's objectives, which include communicating the true state of Ghana's economy to stakeholders and citizens. Away from that, the Minister of Education, Haruna Idrisu, has emphasized the urgent need for collaboration to address the systemic barriers that hinder access to quality education for marginalized groups in Ghana. Addressing the media on the measures needed to improve to make quality education accessible for all, particularly for girls, children, and persons with disabilities, the government remains resolute in its efforts.
The Convention on the Rights of the Child, adopted in 1989, goes further to stipulate that countries shall make higher education accessible to all. In Ghana, we emphasize access, relevance, and quality when it comes to higher education. When it was adopted by the UN in 2030 to work towards Agenda 2030 in September 2015, the international community recognized that education is essential for the success of all 17 of the SDG 4 goals. So you see, you need education in order that you can achieve all the goals that are set in the resolution that which was adopted in September 2015. In particular, to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all by 2030. Ghana subscribes to this position. So as we promise, addressing these challenges requires strong partnership. The government, private sector, international organizations and communities must unite to dismantle the systematic barriers that continue to marginalize groups such as girls, children, and persons with disabilities from accessing quality education. The Convention on the Right
The Chief Executive Officer of Child Intake Initiative, Equia Etubia Esai, is appealing to government agencies, private entities, and individuals to support their mission of equipping children with artificial intelligence AI skills. Speaking on the importance of AI training for children, she emphasized that such programs are crucial in preparing the next generation for the future. She called on the Ghana Education Service to lend its support to the initiative.
The Child Intake Initiative, a pioneering program aimed at equipping children with essential technology skills, recently held a third edition in Accra. This year's theme, Building a Brighter Financial Future with AI, introduced young learners to transformative potential of artificial intelligence in financial literacy and innovation. The program focus on financial literacy and innovation aims to prepare the next generation for rapidly changing world. In an interview with Globe News, the CEO of Child Intake, Equia Etubia Esai, shared the vision behind the initiative, emphasizing the need for support from government, private entities, and individuals to expand the program's reach, particularly in deprived communities.
So, I'm doing it because there was an instance in senior high school where there was a robotics club that we were supposed to, learn about robotics and all that, and go for competitions. But then they were selecting according to like positions, let's say first to third, and I wasn't part of that, and it really hurt me because I really had a passion to learn about it, but then I couldn't join them. So when I got out of senior high school, I decided to do something that every child can actually participate and learn something about technology, and not really about any position or something like you're just free to learn about it. And the Ghana Education, they're genius. So we like to work with them to gather the children in the children in schools, so that when we go to different regions to talk to them, we can have them in an organized space where all the children around, all the students can actually benefit from what we are doing.
A lecturer at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technologies Department of Computer Science, Rosemary Mensah-Jenny, delivered a keynote address highlighting the pressing issue of inadequate ICT learning equipment in Ghanaian schools.
I feel that there should be more of government interventions, and also since the government cannot do everything alone, the private sectors should be here to support. In this conference, I've seen a number of sponsors, MTN and then others. I know that they are doing a lot in this area, and I feel that when they get to appreciate the potentials that our children will have, they'll be very interested to support. So I feel that people should be encouraged to take initiatives like this one, like the Child Intake Conference.
To bridge the gap between urban and rural areas, Mensah-Jenny stressed the importance of government investment in technology and innovation programs. Her remarks underscored the need for collective action to ensure that all children, regardless of location, have access to quality technology education.
The government and relevant stakeholders should go to the needs of the people in those areas, because there's so much untapped potential. So when they get to have some of the privileges that are being enjoyed down here, it will help them to also come to the level and develop interventions.
The Member of Parliament for Karen Daniel, Nana Aldo Kenneth, is advocating for significant amendment to the local Governance Act. He has identified conflicting provisions within the act that hinder effective collaboration between the local government minister and the district assembly common fund administrator.
The Local Governance Act requires the District Assembly Common Fund Administrator to report to the President and Parliament, while another provision mandates reporting to the Local Government Minister. According to the Member of Parliament, this dual reporting structure creates confusion and undermines coordination, provision and synergy between the Minister and the District Assembly Common Fund Administrator.
At one point, the administrator is supposed to report to the minister, and then at another point the administrator reports directly to the president and parliament. And so over the past years, concerns of members of parliament has been the prompt transfer of funds to the district assemblies and also adequate transfer of funds to the district assemblies, as well as spending on behalf of the district assemblies. And in most cases, the minister who is in charge of this district assemblies finds itself very challenging in terms of managing or coordinating with the district assembly administrator of Common Fund.
To address this issue, Nana Addo Kenneth, who has experience in local governance and has previously served as a district chief executive for Okore, proposes new legislation that would direct the District Assembly Common Fund Administrator to report to the sector minister, streamlining the and benefiting local assemblies.
I, having been a former district chief executive, was really impressed with the concerns of members of parliament, and it calls for legislation. There's a need for the District Assembly Common Fund Administrator to be reporting to the Minister of Local Government, because that is the only way that the minister can have effective supervision of the funding that goes to the assemblies. You'll be there, and then procurement to be done at source, and your allocations that are supposed to be given to the district assemblies, the net receipt of those allocations is very minimal and cannot champion the development agenda of the district.
The F2 NDC parliamentary candidate in the 2020 and 2024 elections, James Kofi Annan, has condemned the recent demonstration by some NDC supporters in the constituency. The protesters were calling for the appointment of their preferred candidate by President John Dramani Mahama. However, the candidate James Kofi Annan has publicly denounced the demonstration and distanced himself from the actions of the supporters.
NDC parliamentary candidate in the 2020 and 2024 elections, James Kofi Annan, in a social media post noted he received intel about a potential disruption and took steps to prevent it. But unfortunately, his efforts were unsuccessful due to his absence while seeking medical attention in Accra. This development comes amidst rising tensions in the Futu constituency, where supporters of the NDC have been engaging in violent acts and vandalism.
We are demonstrating here, we are sending sensitization to our leaders up there, that is John Dramani Mahama, especially to him. We want our PC, Dr. James Kofi Annan, the one who has really suffered here in Efutu, to be appointed, to be given what is due him. Yes, just as he promised, just as he himself promised, our national communication officer also promised, then our national chairman also promised that when the party comes to power, our PC, Dr. James Kofi Annan, will be fixed. This is what we are waiting for. We've waited for 2 weeks, getting to 3 weeks, he's not been fixed. So we are worried. So we are sending this sensitization to the leaders up there that we, the Futu youth, we are not asleep. We are waiting for our PC to be fixed as soon as possible.
However, James Kofi Annan, in his response to the actions of the youth, emphasized that appointment decisions rest solely with the president and urged the Futu youth to be cautious when linking his name to such actions. He expressed his unwavering support for the president and the NDC party, highlighting the importance of unity and supporting the government in achieving its manifesto objectives.
Has a long way to go, but I stand to say.
A member of Parliament for Tema East, Isaac Ashai Odamtin, has reaffirmed his commitment to serving his constituents at a Thanksgiving event celebrating the Andese's electoral victory. Odamtin expressed gratitude and acknowledged the hard work of party members. He pledged to prioritize development, create opportunities for young people, and boost the local economy. Welcome back from the break. Now, the Ghana Journalists Association has given authorities an ultimatum to provide a concrete update on the investigation into the murder of investigative journalist Ahmed Swale by the end of March 2025. If not, the Ghana Journalists Association says it will take the matter into the ECOWAS Court of Justice and other international bodies. Ghana Journalists Association President Albert Kwabena Jumfo at the press conference expresses frustration over the lack of progress in the case, which has been ongoing for 6 years without any arrest.
Very unfortunate and indeed disappointing that 6 years after the murder of Ahmed Swale, no arrest has been made. What is even more disheartening is the lackadaisical police investigations into the matter. Police investigation into the murder. You may recall the shocking disclosure made by the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Godfred Yabu-Adame, in February 2024, that his office had not received from police any docket fit for prosecution or action on the murder of Ahmed Swale. This was 5 years after the murder of the investigative journalist. The comment made by A+ have raised many questions that cast doubt on the willingness of the police to resolve this matter. Way forward on Ahmed Swale. Given the fast eroding trust and confidence in the police in respect of investigation, arrest, and prosecution of suspects involved in the murder of Ahmed Swale, the GJ has decided to take some decisive steps to resolve the matter, including seeking redress in international forums. We are giving the Ghana Police Service up to the end of March 2025 to come out with something concrete on the investigation, arrest, and prosecution of suspects in the murder case. If by the end of March 2025 We have not seen or heard satisfactory reaction to our demand. We shall proceed to the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, Community Court of Justice to seek resolution of this matter. We are preparing fervently towards that end. And let me by this juncture extend compliment from the president of FAD, Umar Farouk, who is working closely with the IMG and waiting for a report on this matter to also take the matter up at the International Criminal Court. We also intend to take the case of Latif Idrisu, formerly of Multimedia, to the ECOWAS Community Court of Justice if nothing concrete comes from the police by the end of March.
Into the energy sector, Minister of Energy and Green Transition John Jinapor has inaugurated a 7-member committee to develop a roadmap for the privatization of the Electricity Company of Ghana. The committee, chaired by Jabesh Amisa Arthur, former CEO of BIPA Authority, is tasked with ensuring a financially sustainable model that guarantees efficiency in the power distribution sector, including the North Electricity Distribution Company. This move marks one of Jinapor's first major actions as the newly sworn-in minister, and it aims to address the challenges plaguing Ghana's power sector.
The move forms part of efforts by the newly sworn-in Minister of Energy and Green Transition, John Jinapor, to ensure the sustainability of the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, and the Northern Electricity Company of Ghana, Ghana cedis, and a debt of 47 billion Ghana cedis in 2023.
I'm very, very worried, and the situation is alarming. Something must be done urgently. And so I would appeal to the public, the ECG staff, the workers' union, to give this committee maximum cooperation. If they get your cooperation, we can come up with a roadmap that's acceptable to all of us, but that will ensure that we bring about efficiency and turn the sector around. We have always advocated for local content.
On the international front, U.S. President Donald Trump imposes tariffs and sanctions on Colombia after it refuses deportation flights to stay. The U.S. and Colombia lurched toward a trade war on Sunday as President Donald Trump threatened tariffs and sanctions on the country to punish it for turning away military aircraft carrying migrants being deported as part of his immigration crackdown.
U.S. President Donald Trump said on Sunday he would impose sweeping retaliatory measures on Colombia, including tariffs, sanctions, and travel bans. The move comes after the South American country turned away 2 U.S. military aircrafts, with the migrants being deported as part of the new U.S. administration's immigration crackdown. Trump's swift action appeared aimed at making an example of Colombia, to dissuade other countries from defying him on deportation flights. He said Colombian President Gustavo Petro's refusal jeopardized U.S. national security, and has directed his administration to take retaliatory measures. That includes imposing emergency 25% tariffs on all goods coming into the United States, which will go up to 50% in 1 week, as well as a travel ban and visa revocations on Colombian government officials and its allies. Petro condemned the practice, suggesting it treated migrants like criminals. And in response, Colombia threatened a 50% tariff on U.S. goods. According to the State Department, the United States is Colombia's largest trade and investment partner, and Colombia is also the U.S.'s third largest trade partner in Latin America. Mexico also refused a request last week to let a U.S. military aircraft land with migrants. Trump did not take similar action against Mexico, the U.S.'s largest trade partner, but has said he was thinking of imposing 25% duties on imports from Canada and Mexico on February 1st.
Coming up in the Ghana Premier League, Asante Kotoko claimed the top spot with a 1-0 win over Karela United as Holy Stars hold out of hope to a goalless draw this day. Asante Kotoko has taken the top spot in the Premier League after securing a hard 41-0 victory over Karela United at the Baba Yara Stadium on Sunday. Midfielder Justice Blaze scored a decisive goal from a penalty kick in the 63rd minute, giving Kotoko the win.
Kotoko. We've carried the game on Karela, Peter Aqua. It's from what is the referee saying? It's a penalty.
And I think everyone sides with the decision of the referee. Look at that ball from Peter Amidou Aqua to unleash his colleague. Look at that. Sweet pass to Babayaya. Babayaya had a touch on the ball. Then he was brought down by Salifu Issa. That was clearly a penalty incident. Good call
for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I can see Justice Nkukuble need to do justice to the ball. Justice Blay. 1, 2, 3. Blay. The goalkeeper saves it. But the ball enters the net. The goalkeeper managed to get his hand onto the ball.
Karela United have been very resolute, have been very compact. They've been solid at the back, preventing Kotoko from getting a goal. But just after 60 minutes, that penalty incident for Kotoko, Justice Blay, the man, the captain, the fans' favorite.
Basake Holy Stars managed to force a goalless draw against Hearts of Oak at the AAK2 Sports Arena. Despite their best effort, the Phobians were unable to break down the resolute Holy Stars defense, resulting in a share of the spoils. Hearts of Oak currently sitting fifth in the table, trails leaders Asante Kotoko by 4 points with 30 points.
9 clean sheets. Let's see whether it can be something interesting over here.
Well, Basake Holy Stars looking for a penalty, but not giving. Hussein Cosmos Mafu on the move for Basake Holy Stars. He laid on the pass.
But Coach Christopher Enin, his second game for the season for Samatex.
This is Hamza Issa.
They believe they can beat us a folk.
Francis Asante with the corner. A good header. Ball cleared off the line. Referee whistles for an offside. Basake Holy Stars thought they've gotten their goal. That will give them the victory. But it has been ruled out for offside. 90 minutes up. 6 minutes added on. Free kick for Holy Stars. By Benjamin Asari. It was destined for the angle, but the reason why he's the captain.
Manchester United secured a hard-fought 1-0 win over Fulham in the Premier League, thanks to Lisandro Martinez's wickedly deflected shot in the 78th minute. The goal, which came off a shot from the edge of the box that looped up off Sasa Lukic, was enough to seal the win for United.
Out to Garnacho, takes a great touch and skins his man as well. Garnacho into the penalty area, leaves this for Mazraoui. Mazraoui's cross into the middle is turned away by Fulham. Here comes the free kick from Bruno Fernandes. Up go the heads. There's a chance here as Manchester United do register a shot on target. I think Garnacho has just about stayed onside. Knocks it infield. Mazraoui's going to get there. Goes down on the edge of the box. Referee's going to say free kick Manchester United. Here comes Ahmad. It's going to be Bruno that hits it. Drives it underneath. It's hit the side netting. It's a brilliant free kick from Bruno Fernandes. Has the overlapping run from Castagne, stands the cross up into the middle. Munoz is there, but Harry Maguire is there quicker. Alejandro Garnacho. Garnacho pulls it back to the edge of the penalty area. United. Heads go up, shot comes in, it's over the top. Slides this through to Ahmad as he stayed onside, flicks it round the corner. Kobbie Mainoo onto his right foot, finds Ahmad! It's 2-0 Manchester United!
Yeah, we are checking this. I think this is going to be ruled out. But he is offside.
It is Lisandro Martinez that...
Emerson's fine header in the 70th minute secured a well-deserved 1-1 draw for West Ham against Aston Villa at Villa.
Aston Villa's early pressure is rewarded. West Ham have looked susceptible at the back, and now they are behind. Sent in by Tielemans. Watkins close again. That was a whisker away. Wan-Bissaka. Emerson to the back post. Paqueta. Great swivel. Oh, he should have scored. Oh. What an opportunity for West Ham. Now Wan-Bissaka. Kudus. Dangerous, but out comes Martinez. Too hot to handle. Soler has it still alive and comes at the front post. Here is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Kudus. Edson Alvarez. Just had a moment to steady himself. What a great delivery that is! What a goal for West Ham United! And not for the first time today. Emerson have stolen into the back post. This time he scores.
Well, there's the answer to that question. It's West Ham. Brilliant cross. And a really well-controlled header from Emerson. It's a clever ball in. Finishes it really, really well.
It's a sign of goal, you know, and it bounces in front, and the keeper spilled it, and this is Souček, and the flag is raised. This isn't going to count. Paqueta thinks he's won it, but the flag is raised. West Ham were offside, and how relieved are Aston Villa for that.
Wow, as it just got away from...
That's it for sports. Let's take a recap of the top stories. President John Dramani Mahama sets up a 7-member national economic dialogue plan in Kogi as part of his 120-day social contract with Ghanaians. And also Education Minister Haruna Idrisu urges stakeholders to help government eliminate educational barriers. On the international front, U.S. President Donald Trump imposes tariffs and sanctions on Colombia after it refuses deportation flight. In the Ghana Premier League, Asante Kotoko claimed the top spot with a 1-0 win over Karela United, and Holy Stars hold Heart of Oak to a goalless draw. And that's the package for you this morning. I am Sandra BOAHEN. For more stories, log on to our website at globetvonline.com. Up next is ESA. Thank you so much for your company.